My name's Brian Anderson. I'm an equine surgical specialist and a partner here at the Ballarat Veterinary Practice. We call it BVP. Ballarat Veterinary Practice is a highly regarded equine practice. We have a surgical hospital and an ambulatory base next to the Ballarat Racecourse, which is a leading racing centre in Victoria, and adjacent to our practices where a lot of trainers are and a lot of local racehorses. We've had a surgical internship here now for almost 20 years, and it's based here at the Equine Hospital. And at the hospital we have surgical facilities, advanced diagnostic imaging including scintigraphy and standing MR, and this is where all of our operations are performed, and we do some 600 procedures a year. The vision of BVP is to be a centre of excellence both nationally and internationally. It's a place where we want to be able to treat all sorts of animals, all sorts of horses, and we can do the simple foot abscess right through to the complex, including standing MR for something like a dangerous nail penetration. We're driven by our core values, which include professionalism, respect, teamwork and compassion. We're also highly committed to continuing professional development, and that's where the centre of our intern system comes from. We want to be educating new equine veterinarians for the future and help young veterinarians develop into confident and competent equine clinicians. The big advantage for interns here at BVP is that in 18 months you'll be exposed to a very high caseload, a lot of cases that allow you to develop skills quickly. First of all, you'll start off with a focused education on equine anaesthesia and mastering that skill. That's then followed with learning how to do all sorts of treatments, take x-rays, endoscopes, ultrasounds, take and interpret blood work, and after that you'll be exposed also to large numbers of lamenesses, and when you leave BVP after 18 months you'll be very competent at being able to work up multi-limb lamenesses.
There are lots of things that I gained from my internship. It is the clinical experience that I developed in assessing, treating or managing the horses in hospital. I definitely feel supported and mentored during my internship. Throughout the whole internship I get mentored by the associate vet, surgeons, get a lot of support from the nurses, stable attendants and office staff. I found living in Ballarat is quite relaxing. It's not a busy town, but I still can find most of the things I'm looking for, and lots of nice coffee shops, and the lake windows are very pretty.
So here at BVP, there's a wide range of facilities for imaging, ranging from radiography to scintigraphy and then MRI. And luckily I had the chance to conduct MRIs while I was here. And it's an amazing facility in the sense that the horses can be standing for the MRIs as opposed to being under a general anesthetic. And then also all the equipment for endoscopy and for performing arthroscopies is second to none. There's just such a broad range of cases that you see, from pleasure horses to sport horses to race horses, and from foals to senior horses. You basically see it all when you're here, and then you're also working with some amazing surgeons. So being from Canada, I required a visa in order to work here in Australia, and the assistance I received from the HR department at BVP, they took me through it step by step and helped me provide all of the necessary documents. It was easy to begin working here in Australia, and a lot easier than I thought it would be. So to anyone that was considering taking an internship, I think it's definitely something that I would recommend. You come out feeling very confident in what you can do. It's something that I can't recommend enough, and it's an experience that I'll never forget and that I'm definitely a better vet for.
So the reason I was really attracted to this internship program was because I was always interested in surgery, but we didn't really have a lot of exposure at university to equine side of surgical procedures. We did a lot of small animals, but not a lot of horse ones. So I was really excited to see what I can do with it and where it takes me. And what I've learned in the last 9 months working here at BVP First and foremost is definitely horsemanship. I never really grew up with horses, and obviously it's very dangerous to work with horses if you don't know how to handle them. At BVP we have a whole range of different handling difficulties with horses. We get yearlings and we get really, really well-ridden horses, and to have really good horsemanship is really important. First and foremost as well, we have been drilled in equine anesthesia. We do all sorts of anesthesia, from full anesthesia all the way to massive horses that are like 750 kilos. We do emergency from colics all the way to orthopedics, and we are well versed as interns working here to do anesthesia on any horse that we can get. Yeah. Also at BVP, we as interns, we handle all the pre-anesthesia and pre-surgical management. So we put catheters in, we do our pre-op medications, we make sure the horses are all good with good ECG traces before we induce them. We also carry them through anesthesia. Interns also scrub into surgeries. So we always have one intern in anesthesia, one intern doing surgeries. And after the surgery, we do post-surgical management. So we manage their recovery from surgery, we manage their treatments after surgery, we manage the bandage changes after surgery, all the way through to discharge, and we write all the discharge notes and stuff as well. What I enjoy about being an equine surgical intern is obviously the exposure to equine surgery. At BVP, because we're a specialist surgical facility, I get to see a whole lot more than what a normal equine hospital would get. So I get to see anywhere from really difficult orthopedics all the way to really routine castrations, which will obviously broaden my knowledge. I also like the fact that I get to spend a lot of time with horses, which I didn't get to do previously. Living and working in Ballarat is great. It's nice to be away from the busy city. I've always been a city girl, so it's nice being just away and seeing all the nice green grass and all the nice canola fields, and it's been great, yeah.
Doing an internship is demanding but very satisfying. You will quickly acquire a number of skills, and after you've finished your internship, you have two pathways that you can follow, and our aim is that you'll be very skilled, and as such other equine practices will want to hire someone that's come from our business. And also going down a residency pathway and also to specialist training is another option for you. And in fact, we have a number of interns that have done very well, and some now are specialists in surgery and anaesthesia, and heading towards specialisation in equine medicine. A great joy for me having interns in our practice is that I watch them come out of university with a lot of knowledge but not a lot of experience. And over the period of the internship, they gain great skills, they gain confidence, they become confident and competent equine clinicians. Best of all, I know that they make great friendships and have lots of colleagues, and they have these friendships last them their entire life.